I know that there aren't that many versions that are running the location right now, but if by some chance they are running the location for the relic, I'm gonna keep the demolition renovator. It's not super likely, but it might happen. And then if it doesn't look like they're running that, I will coin out Disruptive Spellbreaker, so that way they lose at least one spell, which could be really, really good. This, obviously, we knew they were gonna be this. It's probably gonna be Quest, though. We'll see. Hey, how's it going? First, hey, how's it going, Cody? Happy to see you. Happy to see you around. And we'll see how this game goes. Hello to the 16 people who have joined already. We've been streaming for 1 minute. At this rate, in 5 minutes, we'll be at 80. And then at that rate, in 20 minutes, we'll be at 320. I don't know if that's actually correct math. But point is, we're not going to sustain this growth. Anyway, thank you all for showing up as quickly as possible to the notification gang, and nothing's really happening these first couple of turns. I'm just trying to fill the dead air. But yeah, we're gonna try to play the Demolition Renovator if they happen to play the Relic Vault. And again, I know that the most common version of Demon Hunter hasn't been, but considering I have not rushed all the way to Legend this season, because I got a new cat, for those of you who don't know, and I've been spending time with that, I might be playing against a more budget build, somebody who didn't have the money to rebuild their deck after the relics were initially nerfed. So I just decided to keep the Renovator. It's good into some Demon Hunter matchups. It's good into, it's very good into Shaman. It's okay into like Mage with the with their thing. There are a couple of other ones that it can be okay into, like Priest, for example, especially Rogue. The Warlock with the Imp one. It's just a good card in general. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty well today. I'm doing actually super duper well. Thank you for asking. I'm gonna play Weapons Expert, then I'm probably gonna coin out the Disruptive Spellbreaker most likely. Coordinated Strike is fine. Would I rather draw a card or coin out the Disruptor this turn? Drawing several cards, that's not gonna be enough to progress their quest though. I'm fine with that. I think I'd rather go the Disruptive this turn to try to, what? No way. Wait, why would you do that? Wait, you only, wait, what? What? Why would you do that? Make him discard a spell, hopefully it's something good. We got rid of Predation, it's some damage. It's not really that important. I was hoping to hit a draw spell or something, but we did not hit that. It's okay. We're just forcing it out. Like, if I had gotten like a Fell Barrage as well, it would be harder for them to kill the 4/5. I guess Predation makes it hard for them to kill it off as well, but anyway. Comes from Italy. It's Daniel in his translation. Don't worry, you can call me Daniel without problems. No problem. I appreciate you being so accommodating to me mispronouncing your name. Is there any way for Death Rattle Rogue to work after the nerf? I've been tinkering with the Neptulon one. I have not seen it work, but that does not necessarily mean that it can't. We are going to play the Outrider's Axe and then reshuffle the deck. Or play another Disruptor while they have no minions on board and they just played a removal spell. That was actually an insane top deck. The goal was to play Sir Finley to try to find another Disruptive Spellbreaker, but the fact that we just find one is pretty nice. Make him discard another spell. Mark of Scorn. Pretty bad spell to making them discard. There are a lot of other better spells that it could be, like the Mark that makes me take 2 damage over and over and over again, or you know, another Warband. There's also the, like, even a Fury, which can activate twice in combo with a weapon, or like the Warblade, the Lifesteal one, potentially Need for Greed. Okay, if they can't deal with the Disruptor this turn, I'm in business. Like, this is really, really good if we make them get rid of one more card. Do I even want to play Outrider's Axe? I might just want to play Sir Finley and try to find, Chat would love to see the cat. I'm not supposed to make it leave its room right now. What? You're playing 2 Furies already? That's so cringe. It has its own room right now because I have another cat and we don't want to like scare it. So I'm not supposed to take it out of its room for the first like 2 days or something as it like gets settled into the home. But I have pictures that I put on Twitter and I can show you pictures of it. Anyway, let's see here. Do I want to play the weapon and then redo my hand, or would I like to just redo my hand right now? I think I'd like to just redo my hand right now. I think ultimately that's the best thing I could do. I mean, weapon first makes sense, but no, I'd rather get an extra card. I'm not really gonna be able to use the weapon anyway. So let's just start gaining some armor. Heavy plate's cool. Brawl's pretty useless. Shield block's okay. Bash is fine. I like Astalar as well. Slam's pretty cool. We'll just go shield block hero power for now. So I think the plan is to just never play minions so they can't play the mark. And yeah, just sit tight. But hold up. I've got cute little pictures from the tweet that I made. Where's my tweet? Hold up. I was also complaining about Hearthstone for a bit, but here it is. This is her. She's 5 months old. Her name is Wendy. We have Peter and Wendy. This is her when we picked her up. This is her just chilling on her little sunflower cat tree. Very cute. Astalar, very cool. True. The cat is ready. It is being... It's a being. So I'm not pushing. Yeah, that's the plan. Actually, the other thing is we did let it wander out of the room while my girlfriend and I, like, watched it. Not close enough to freak it out, but we watched it. We were like, make sure nothing happens. And our other cat did not like the fact that it had to share living quarters with another animal. It was not pleased. It was like, what the heck is this? I liked it when it was just us. But anyway, let's see here. I want to try and play around the mark. They play 2 marks. Each attack will do 4 damage or something to my face. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So if I have 40 HP, I could have a minion with about 10 HP, but then they also have Jace and spell damage to reactivate. They have a lot of damage built in, to be honest. I think I would like to try to activate Astalar as quickly as possible and have a couple of smaller minions out there right off the bat just to get this out. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure if this was correct. I think that it is because I need to try to apply that pressure to close out the game. And I don't think they have the burst quite yet. I mean, they haven't played any of their bound souls yet, so I don't actually think that they have what it takes to kill me. Not playing Steam Cleaner in this deck. It will destroy their win condition. Oh, I was supposed to run 1 Steam Cleaner. I took it out to put in Call to the Stand because I think it did better into more matchups. But I do think Steam Cleaner is good. It's just if I don't get Steam Cleaner early against this deck, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good for sure. And I took it out for Call to the Stand because there were some times when I was just not a big fan of it. Wait, what does it do? Whenever it takes damage, I was like, oh, maybe I could bash my own minion and kill it so they can't do anything. They don't get Kurtrus, but I don't think that matters too much because they only have 2 cards left in their deck anyway. But you're right, Steam Cleaner over Call to the Stand makes more sense. It's just Call to the Stand feels better against most other matchups, I feel like, no? Am I delusional for saying that? Because, like, boom, watch. If I draw Call to the Stand now, I can play it and get rid of their minion anyway. And it also does well against a lot of other decks. Because if you think about it, how many decks create things in their deck? It's Demon Hunter. That's it. And then, like, Quest Priest, but nobody really plays Quest Priest. So I didn't really think, like, it was that big of a deal. I need to gain a ton of armor this turn and try to not lose. It's gonna be Jace, isn't it? So we need to gain as much armor as possible. Maybe kill off my own minion. I could kill off my own minion. Let's go Frozen Buckler. Hero Power. Bash to kill my own minion. And then pass for now. They have to do 41 damage to me. I mean, it's possible. It's actually more than possible. It's quite probable. But without any, cost reduction because they don't have Kurtrus to like trade away a spell damage card and get it back in their hand. I don't think they have what it takes to really kill me. We've got a decent amount more damage as well. There's another minion. I mean, it's quite likely we die, but we're hoping to draw like Rokara or something. We lose 5 armor. Definitely a bummer. Bran. Bran's definitely gonna die, right? I can go Bran, slam my own Bran, bash it to try to draw some cards because let's be real, I have nothing really else to play right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gain 5 more armor and draw a card. We lose Bran, but we don't really lose anything for it. Greetings from Germany. Hey, how's it going? And I just need to, I need my Bran to die. They're trying to save mana. They played the Scythe for 4 more damage. If I were them, I would have attacked last turn. So I'm a little bit confused as to why they did not. I really need to draw a card. It feels really weird to just go like boom, boom, hero power for now. But I think we're going to just do that. I know I said it's weird, but gaining a ton of armor like this just makes the most sense to me. Astalar is close to winning, and they're in fatigue, and we have 49 HP. Steam Cleaner is a wasted card. They do that into Fel Barrage. I mean, we can slam that. We can do what it takes to kill it. I mean, I'm taking a lot of damage, but they play Jace. I mean, that'll be a decent amount more damage, but I don't know if they have what it takes to quite kill me, you know? They have another Sinful Brand, but if I never play minions, they're never going to be able to hit me. So I just sit back. I don't play Astalar. I let them slowly die to fatigue. I want to go Bran into the Igneous Lava Gorger. Because, yeah, they can play the Sinful Brand, but they only have one copy, so it's only 10 damage. It'll soak damage from Fel Barrage to have these minions out there. And we'll gain a ton of armor, and then we just slam that in hero power. So let's just do that. Let's see what we get. We get 10, which is fantastic. But I'd rather do that and then get Outrider's Axe afterwards for maximum armor gain, or maybe Brawl. No, yeah, they're just done. Cool. Okay. I like this hand. I also like Shield Shatter in case they get a little bit of early pressure because they run the Wild Seed. Slam for an early kill as well, and then the Lava Gorger. I just like what's it called, Dredge. I think maybe I overvalue this card. I'll be honest with you. I think I overvalue this card quite a bit because I like Dredge. It's taunt. It just keeps me from dying. But I guess I just slam this. I don't draw a card. I just don't want this to snowball. Have been away for the past 3 weeks. What's the current meta? Currently the meta is garbage. I'm just kidding. The meta is very, very aggressive though, which I'm not a fan of. It's very, very fast. Multiple combos that kill you within 6 to 8 turns. Games almost never reach turn 12 unless you're playing hard control and you barely manage to survive. It just does not feel great a lot of the time. Be a 3-1. No 3-1 means I play Lava Gorger. If it had been the 3-1, I'd play this. Frozen Buckler with the Shield Shatter is pretty nice. I do not like my hand though. I like Theatar. I want armor gain, but Theatar to try to steal one of their win condition cards is just too good. And it's more armor off of the Lava Gorger, which I think is kind of nice. Quest, Demon Hunter, Miracle, Shock Spitter Rogue, other stuff. Yeah, I guess that's kind of about it. No way! Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I just play the weapon pass. I literally do nothing else. This is gonna come alive and destroy 2 durabilities of that weapon, so it's not a total loss. It's gonna be this, Shield Shatter, maybe kill something else, maybe hit face, maybe draw cards. But coin? Coin? Oh, Tabish. Ah, jeez. Luckily, I'm able to play Frozen Buckler twice if necessary, because if it ends up being Ice Trap, I can go boom, boom. And then we'll play Theatar to hopefully steal something in their hand that's important. Hits me twice, it's fair. How do you play versus aggro and versus control with Frost Death Knight? Total idea of the deck. 1 sec, let me take this turn. Boom, it's gonna get... Oh, it's not countered? Oh, okay, and then I'll go Shield Shatter to kill off these minions. They're gonna get 2 more of the, What? Of those? Uh-oh. We're gonna see if it's explosive. I don't want it to be motion denied, so I'm just gonna hero power and pass for now. It's not really that big of a deal. But for Frost, for control, you just try to build up as much damage as you can and chip them away. And then aggro, your damage spells do a lot of like board-based damage, so it can be very easy to kill off a lot of things all at once. What nerfs or buffs would you like? 2 for Tavish? What? I don't think I would nerf Tavish at all. Nerfs and buffs would I like though? I would like to see Renathal nerf reverted. I think that nerfing Renathal was perhaps one of the stupidest things they could have done. especially considering there are already several combo decks that could do 35 or 40 damage. 35 just makes it even easier for them to do it, and it pisses me off that they nerf Renathal. Like, don't get me wrong, you can nerf Renathal. I don't necessarily think nerfing Renathal is altogether terrible. Oh, I don't want to give him any of the cards, except for maybe Shield Slam. I steal Bran, I guess. And I give him a Shield Slam. I will draw a card here. And then I'm also going to slam this. I can draw cards off of this next turn. We take Bran, so they can't really gain that many things. But, like, look, it's turn 7. I've got decent pressure on board, but they've got the potential for a lot of bursts. The Stormpike Ram can rush into that, which is not great, but again, without Bran, their damage is fairly significantly limited now. Deal 2, fair enough. I wasn't able to do damage, but the Shield Slam isn't that useful. It was gonna die anyway. They shouldn't have played Shield Slam. That was basically a waste of some mana. Weapons Expert, schmack this. Bonk, draw a card, draw more cards off of this. We really want to gain armor. Oh, wait, no. Do I play this instead? I think I just play this instead. Then they have to discard their, Devour. And it's another minion on the board. So again, they lose out on even more damage. Eventually, we'll draw some more armor gain cards. I mean, we still have 2 shield blocks, 2 heavy plates, Frozen Buckler, a Gorge, and Rokara all in our deck still. We've drawn very little, and both of our bashes. We have so many good cards still in my deck. It's kind of crazy. But if the Disruptor stays alive for another turn, I don't think it really gets rid of anything. But we'll see. Are you going to kill it? Or are you trying to kill over the next 2 turns? What exactly is your plan? 2 deers for Tavish. Oh. Yeah, they did get 2 deers from the Tavish. I mean, I can fully wipe their board here and try to keep the Disruptor or the Disruptive Spellbreaker alive. Do I want to draw 4 cards? What kind of question is that? Of course I want to draw 4 cards. It's 4 cards for 2 mana. It's pretty busted if you ask me. Call to the Stand. We get Bash as well, which is pretty good. I'll play Call to the Stand. We're going to take a lot of damage from Motion Denied. We get a Shock Spitter, that's perfect. We're gonna go Astalar to kill one of these off. Yeah, we'll take some damage from Motion Denied, but I don't really care about that anymore. Motion Denied, yeah, that sucks, but who cares? We're gonna go boop. We're gonna go trade, and then just hero power. We got Bran plus this one to get 2 big Astalars, I guess. We won't gain an insane amount of armor, but I do like having the extra Bran. I don't know, Bran's in here mostly because of the fact that we run Astalar. Bran with Astalar to get 2 of them is just one of your main sources of damage. Also, Bran Theotar is still decent. Have you ever played Legends of Runeterra? I have played Legends of Runeterra. I think it's a very good game, actually. No way! You're actually gonna be able to beat me with that. That's so crazy. They're actually about to win the game! With Astalar, that's so insane that they still managed to win. Is what I would say if they were able to win. Whoa, there was a flash of light. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but I have no idea what that was. And it's daytime, so I don't really know. Do I want to go Bran plus this? No, I need to go heavy plate. I don't know what Bran is really going to be used for at this point now, actually. I put Bran in the deck and Astalar, but if I end up playing... I guess, no. What I do is I go... Boom. Hero Power, Shield Shatter. They're going to play Astalar for 16 damage. If I play my Astalar... I don't know if that's good or bad. If I play that, it feels not great. Because I'm not able to activate it with Bran, and then Bran's basically useless. But I want to not take as much damage. I'll still play it. I think it's better to have the tempo, because I think if the game drags on for a long, extended period of time, and I find Rokara, I will win the game. So it comes down to basically just trying to survive. We know 2 of our armor cards at the very bottom as well. Where do you live? Like, which country? The US. I live in the US. I mean, I don't know. Brand plus the captain for a 12-12 charge mean is not bad. Oh my god. If I play Astalar, it's not going to be enough to win. I mean, I guess I can go Astalar, and maybe if I have one more day... Never mind. No, wait, they already attacked me, didn't they? Yeah. We have the captain. I guess I go this and hope that 8 damage goes there. If 8 damage doesn't go there, though, I lose. Do I have to just play the captain? I think I go Brand captain, and I hit the 8-8. I go Brand captain, and I hit the 8-8. You might be wondering why, and it's because if I play Astalar and it doesn't kill it, because like 30% of the time, or 33%, 35, something like that, it's going to do 6 or less damage, so Shield Slam won't kill it, and then I just take too much damage and I lose. So we have to do this. Hopefully Bran lives, although I think it's very unlikely that he does, but if he does, we play Astalar and we win. Please just don't kill. Oh! Shock Spitter, Devour Shock Spitter. Iron Deep Trog? Wait, okay. Okay. If Bran lives, I think we win. Okay, we don't win with Astalar yet. Oh! Fudge! Okay, that's not good. Tidal Revenant? No, we do just win. Holy moly, thank goodness. Astalar is able to do, quite a bit of damage. Even if we didn't have Astalar, we'd still have Tidal Revenant for 16 armor, but this is still just lethal every time. Woo! Wow, we managed to win. We disrupted them so hard. We stole several of their win conditions. Normally, I'm able to be greedier with Bran, but my gosh, that was a stressful game. Yeah, I don't want Call to the Stand for this matchup. I don't really want any of these cards in this matchup. Demon Hunter is known for running no minions, so Call to the Stand's pretty useless. I love Rokara. The extra armor is fantastic in a bit of a pinch. I like Frozen Buckler. When it comes down to around the turn, I think they're gonna pop off. We can just play Frozen Buckler. I really like the Disruptor as well, because the Disruptor in this matchup can get rid of some of their most important spells. Igor, did Blizzard announce something about esports in Hearthstone? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the esports in Hearthstone. I don't participate. I don't really pay attention that much to Blizzard at all in general. I kind of just play their game, and when a nerf comes out, I usually find out like the day of or day before, because I'm not super overly invested in it, which is weird to say because I play this game professionally, but I don't know. I feel like there's always so much drama in it, which I guess is like the way to find, not the way to find, the way to farm views, but I don't know, I don't really follow along. Also, because if I do follow along and people ask me to speculate, and I'm like, I don't know what's going to get nerfed and what's going to get buffed. I don't exactly know where the meta's gonna go. Usually when even like some of the highest level people make predictions, because I'm a level below like, you know, actual tournament players, they usually get about 30% of it wrong anyway, maybe even 40% of it wrong anyway, so. Point is, I'm gonna play this for tempo. And I'm going to take City Guard, or guard the city for some armor, and we're gonna play this in this next turn. But anyway, I don't really follow along with Blizzard news that much anymore. Also, it's always so disappointing, because it's always like, oh, look, we did something horrible again this month, but you're gonna forgive us, right? And also, we're gonna increase the cost of Hearthstone by about $30 per expansion minimum, along with doing some bad things, but we're gonna look past that, right? Right, guys? Shoulder nudge. I went off on a tangent there. Point is, I'm not a huge fan of Blizzard. Speaking of nerfs, any ideas when we'll get some? I think we'll get some this month. But again, I don't read too much into it. I don't do the like data mining or whatever. What's your win rate with this deck so far? Whoa! Okay, that could be a problem. We might have to shield shadow to kill all those things off. Win rate with this deck so far is like 3-1. Yeah, it's 3-1. It's a very small sample size. I just started playing it, but it feels quite good. I actually do like the way that it feels. Do I want to play Frozen Buckler? I mean, I can draw like 3 or 4 cards this turn and do some decent damage. which I think what I'm gonna do. Let's go Frozen Buckler, Shield Shatter. No, Slam first. See if we draw anything good right off the bat. That's gonna be okay. We're gonna go boom into boom. And then I'm gonna hit play Forged in Flame because I'm going to end up playing Rokara next turn anyway, most likely. So let's just draw 3 cards. 2 shield blocks is not bad. We're looking for disruption. We want to find the Disruptive Spellbreaker or Theatar as quickly as possible. Or maybe even Call to the Stand, because sometimes they'll play their one of their bound souls a little bit early. It's a little greedy of them to do, but they do it occasionally. Igor, hey Joe, how's it going? I honestly think Bran should rotate early. There's just too many powerful battle cries now. I agree. I don't like Bran. I feel like Bran is just an auto-include in almost every deck that isn't pure aggro. That and Astalar. Actually, let's look at how often it's played. Diamond through Legend. In percentage of decks. It's only in 32% of decks. That's crazy. I would have assumed it's more. Would I rather draw cards with this, or would I rather just play Rokara right now and do 5 damage? Let's just do 5 damage to their face. I feel like we're getting fairly close to finding lethal. We're doing some decent damage here. If we draw another weapon, great. If we get a weapons expert to pump this up, even better. I think I would like to play this and this next turn to see if I can find a weapons expert, because if I do, I win in 2 turns. Is Control for Warrior viable right now? Honestly, I would say yes. I've actually been enjoying it quite a bit. Most of the meta is very fast combo or aggro decks, which, surprise, surprise, actually don't do great against Control that gets a ton of armor. I mean, don't get me wrong, this deck doesn't really have its own solid win conditions, so it does kind of fall short sometimes, but not important. We're going to look past that. But I would say Control Warrior might not necessarily be good, but it definitely is viable based on, like, what's in the meta right now. Yeah, I don't mind that. We'll kill that off. We'll hit this in. And then I guess I'll play Shield Block. I don't want to play that Conqueror's Banner, because if I draw all 3 cards, I guess I can waste Frozen Buckler, but it would be just that, a waste. So I think I'd rather just play Shield Block. No. If we have to play Frozen Buckler, I'll do it. I don't really care if we end up drawing 3 cards. Decent, cool, okay. Okay, once again, pretty solid. Okay, well, we ended up getting all of them. We will go Frozen Buckler as it appears. We will slam this. Go Frozen Buckler. And we win the game in a couple of turns. You can play like Astalar, or we can play this and do some decent damage. We just need to not die in like 2 turns, which is fairly reasonable. How much does the game change when neutral cards are swapped out every year? A pretty decent amount. The core set does have an impact on the game, but I also think that a lot of the powerful like legendaries and stuff stick around for a long enough amount of time to where it isn't that big of a deal. I think I want to play Astalar just so I can start doing damage. Getting close to that lethal threshold. They have no minions in hand. They run no minions in general. Have they played any of their... No, they haven't played any of their thingamabobs. I could play Theatar as well, but I kind of just don't want to. This gains me 5 armor. Even if they double activate the thing on this, I'll take, what, like 20 damage? It's not that much. And it threatens lethal next turn. I'm doing that so I don't end up overdrawing, by the way. So that way I can draw a card next turn and not overdraw. We'll push some damage phase. Maybe I should have gone Shield Block. But I just wanted to push a little bit of damage in case they were able to put a minion or 2 out on the board. So Astalar will do enough damage to win. It's gonna be the brand into another brand into... Again, that would be 20 damage. That's nothing. Funny thing is Druid can get more armor than Warrior. That is true. That is definitely true. How's it going? Do you stream only on YouTube? I do only stream on YouTube. Hello, I recently faced a control warrior with weapon, the tradable weapon that gets 2 durability with each trade. Just saying, since you say the deck doesn't have a win con. I do think the deck has a win con. Like, you do steadily do damage with the weapons, Astalar, Tidal Revenants. You have really good removal against aggro decks, and then they go into fatigue if you're able to just survive long enough. So, the win condition is mostly just attrition, but yeah, they're gonna die to Astalar this turn, they know that.